Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 20.
Sanders, the Eagle ball carrier. Chase Young on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Wentz. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. 20, 10.
I'm the best in the game.
Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 73 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 22.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Here's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They get this out quickly to the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So on 4th down, they decided to go with a run-pass option. A good decision.
And the run can get you there, but the pass gets you there quicker. Nice decision. Picks up a first down.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the pass. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
On 1st down, here's Love. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. Haskins. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 27.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. But I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle by Avonte Maddox. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Oh, boy, you ain't got
and
no
he'll
feet.
score. Touchdown, Eagles.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Mike 52. Mike 52.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Haskins' pass, intended for Cortland Sutton, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay.
Haskins' pass intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 10-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Washington.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma put my 1 foot aside, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma point to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good.
It is good.
And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
Washington.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Takes over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the Eagles.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier tackled at the 25-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Thomas Davis on the tackle. A gain of 9 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Is good.
And his kick is good.
Eagles 31. Washington.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Gain of 9. Brings up
maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he goes out right around the 39.
Washington.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
From the gun, Haskins. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Eagles.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
2nd and 8 at the 41.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brought down by Fabian Moreau. Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught by Jackson.
I need to get my swag
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To
Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49.
by the Eagles.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jackson.
Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the route is on here in this first half.
Score Eagles 45, Washington 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
Get long game for you. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Haskins on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 41 yards. And Washington able to get a score back.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room. And
that's caught inside the 30.
I'm going to show you,
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right. 3 down.
Throwing again. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
By the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Zach Ertz. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Running to start the drive is Love. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Let him know. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
From the gun, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Sanders.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
44-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave. Coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up 3rd.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Mike, 58, right there. Lefty, lefty. Come on, QB, come on. Kill. 46 down, man, 5-4.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7.
From the 2 now. 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
On 49.
Running right. Here's Sanders. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. It's a gain of 11.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
To Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson, 40 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
11-yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down, Washington, on a pickup of 18. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Haskins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And now it's second down. Now Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Buying time to his left. He'll fire it deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's second and 8.
And 8 at the 22-yard line.
Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. Third and long after that last sack. Now Haskins, third and long. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
You got three. Three down. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Turnover on downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. 51 the mic, boy. 51. I'm going to run you over.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat and...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Haskins going to throw again. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
By the Eagles.
Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. the defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A gain there of 21 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
56 to Mike, boy. Kill. 56. Rip right.
Wentz to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
This is our time. Our time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
22-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And now here is another interception. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, partner, I must say,